Everybody, it's Sharazi. Welcome back. I find it funny that my little, I forget what it's called, but it's the picture you see before you click on the video. All of mine look funny, because they're just, a clip of me going like this. I find it funny. Well, you know what this video is about, so let's jump right into it. Chapter 2. The Planting of English America, 1500 to 1733. For I shall yet to live to see it, Virginia, an English nation. Sir Walter Raleigh, 1602. As the 17th century dawned, scarcely 100 years after Columbus's momentous landfall, the face of much of the New World had already been profoundly transformed. European crops and livestock had begun to alter the very landscape, touching off an ecological revolution that would reverberate for centuries to come. From Tierra del Fuego in the south to Hudson Bay in the north, disease and armed conquest had cruelly winnowed and disrupted the native peoples. Several 100,000 enslaved Africans toiled on Caribbean and Brazilian sugar plantations. From Florida and the New Mexico southward, most of the New World lay firmly within the grip of Imperial Spain. But north of Mexico, America in 1600 remained largely unexplored and effectively unclaimed by Europeans. Then, as if to herald the coming century of colonization and conflict in the northern continent, 3 European powers planted 3 primitive outposts in 3 distant corners of the continent within 1610, the French at Quebec in 1608, and most consequentially for the future United States, the English at Jamestown, Virginia in 1607. England's Imperial Stirrings, page 25. Feeble indeed were England's efforts in the 1500s to compete with the sprawling Spanish Empire. As Spain's ally in the first half of the century, England took little interest in establishing its own overseas colonies. Religious conflict also disrupted England in mid-century after King Henry VIII broke with the Roman Catholic Church in the 1530s, launching the English Protestant Reformation. Catholics battled Protestants for decades, and the religious balance of power seesawed. But after the Protestant Elizabeth ascended to the English throne in 1558, Protestantism became dominant in England, and rivalry with Catholic Spain intensified. Ireland, which normally had been under English rule since the 12th century, became an early scene of that rivalry. The Catholic Irish sought help from Catholic Spain to throw off the yoke of the new Protestant English queen, but Spanish aid never amounted to much. In the 1570s and 1580s, Elizabeth's troops crushed the Irish uprising with terrible ferocity, inflicting unspeakable atrocities upon the native Irish people. The English crown confiscated Catholic Irish lands and planted them with new Protestant landlords from Scotland and England. This policy also planted the seeds of the centuries-old religious conflicts that persist in Ireland to the present day. Many English soldiers developed in Ireland a sneering contempt for the savage natives, an attitude that they brought with them to the New World. Also finished on page 25. I'm sorry if I struggle with words a bit too much. I can't explain it. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.